Um, and I'm going to just talk on my phone. So you guys probably can't see me, but you can hear me, hopefully. Is that right? Okay, perfect. Oh, you guys are muted. I'm like, I can't hear you. Oh my gosh. Okay. A little flustered. That was a little stressful. I got a new iPhone and my husband set up my iTunes, and I think he created a new account, so I didn't know the password to get the app down. I appreciate you guys joining and being patient with us. My name is McKenna. I've been a coach for almost 3 years now, about 2.5 years. And I am currently in my salon. I own a salon in Salem, so bear with me. That's why the Wi-Fi is not very good. So we're just going to go over some of the topics that are commonly asked, or kind of some misconceptions about the business, and just clear the air with you. So I apologize if you can't see me, but as long as you can hear me, that's what counts. So again, appreciate you joining. I know you guys are busy. We're going to try and keep this short and just answer some questions quickly at the end. We will go over, have a little break where you guys can ask questions. Feel free to type them in that chat box, or at the end you can unmute yourself and ask some questions, as well as, of course, whoever invited you will have answers for you as well. So that's a little of kind of what to expect tonight. I'm going to pass it over to Nona. If you want to unmute yourself, she's going to go over that you don't have to have a perfect body or beach body to be a coach. So go ahead and take.
Hey guys, my name's Nona, and like I said in my previous introduction, I was doing Beachbody through my pregnancy. So when I officially became a coach, definitely was not in shape. I was not Beachbody ready. So you definitely don't need. My first things that kind of held me back was that I wasn't in shape. I just had a baby, but then I had stopped and thought about it for a sec, that if I do this as a coach where other people are in similar situations as me, going through the same struggles, it'd be perfect for helping them, walking through the journey with them, and showing them how the product works, and being more relatable that way. So that way they're not afraid to ask any questions. It's more of a real conversation instead of trying to push something on them. So having my customers alongside me with my challenge groups, they've been able to see me show up, and see me make progress, and see me through my daily struggles. Same thing that they deal with as well. So again, this did help with showing that these products and programs do work, and that you can achieve amazing results no matter what your starting point is. So I've had also a few people say the same thing to me as I'm approaching them. Well, I'm not in the best shape. I want to get to my goal weight first. But really, you don't have to be at that goal weight. You can start from your starting point. And you don't really even need to know a whole lot about health and fitness. Just sharing your journey and walking through them along the way. And just sharing your journey along the way, and they're more likely to respond better. And so just being their inspiration and helping them and answer any questions that they have. So now I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Anna. She's going to go over the how to make income.
Thanks, Nona. Totally, the idea of having, you have to have a starting point, wherever your starting point is, and having that starting point of using this as your extra source of income. It can be amazing, just from when, if it's your only thing you do, or it's your side hustle that you're doing. But as a coach, you can get paid in 2 different ways. The first way is just pure commission from selling to customers. you get 25% of however much they spend. And no matter what they're buying, you get 25% of that. If you happen to convert some of those customers into coaches themselves, and you have 2 of them, then you advance rank to an emerald rank. And as an emerald, you have an additional source of income because there's like a point system, but you get your commission from your customers, and then anything that your coaches sell or buy also gets you commission. But it's through this point system that if you go to the coach training a little later, if you are into it, then McKenna will talk more about how that all works. But you get, so basically the better your coaches do, the more successful you can help them be, the more successful your business can be as well. It's all about balancing your lifestyle. We get paid every Thursday, so it's not once a month where it's like, it's payday, let's go out to dinner. Okay, it's like, and then a month later, like, let's have peanut butter and jelly again because payday is not until 3 days from now. You get paid every single Thursday, and it helps with that everything in moderation and balancing the different parts of your life and learning how to do that with your health and your fitness, but also with starting your own business. And so next, and I'm so happy that she's here to talk about it, Liz has joined us on the call. And Liz is going to talk about how you can balance being a coach, having this new business in your life, in whatever kind of lifestyle you have right now. So glad to see you, Liz. I'm glad you made it.
Oh, thanks. Am I unmuted? You're on top of that. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. So I just snuck out after my daughter's concert because tonight was a spring concert for my kids. So that's why I'm late. I was watching the spring concert. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I work the business within like the little cracks of time that I have. I hear all the time about how, people think that they don't have enough time, or they're worried that it's going to take time away from their kids to work this business. But in my experience, that hasn't been the case at all. In fact, if anything, it's actually helped me have more time with my kids. A little bit of my backstory: when I first started coaching, I was actually working part-time in retail. And I thought, when I signed up for this, I'm going to try it out for 3 months, see how it works. And at first I just kind of was focusing on myself, my health, and just working out and whatnot. And I was just talking to my friends about it. I was just sharing my story on social media, just talking it up. And I was literally doing everything within little cracks of time. After 3 months of working my business, I actually quit my part-time job. So I actually get to spend more time with my kids because of the commissions that I made off of Beachbody. So now I recently started fostering my cousin, and I watch a million kids. I legit have anywhere between my 3 kids and 7 kids in my house, and 2 of them are under the age of 2. One of them is only 7 months old. So you think, busy mom, I have it covered. I have all the stuff. I have to get Bella gymnastics. I have all kinds of stuff that I do with these kids. And really, all you have to do is work an hour a day, if that. I wake up and I spend 5 minutes on my phone before I get out of bed. I'm just scrolling through and just spending that 5 minutes before I get out of bed. Then I spend maybe 15 minutes while I'm, making myself a cup of coffee. I sit down, the kids aren't awake yet. I'm just kind of waking up still, spend 15 minutes here and there. I spend a lot of time in my car waiting for my kids, between school, gymnastics, 5-10 minutes here and there. And then really where I get the most amount of work done and where I do my best is during nap times. During my workout. After my workout, I'll spend 15-20 minutes working my business. Maybe I'll do it late at night after the kids go to bed. But really, I don't dedicate a specific time at all. I just kind of work it in between and in the cracks that I can, unless I so happen to like actually get a day off, which never happens. So yeah. But yeah, like literally any time that you're going to be browsing Facebook or watching Netflix or something, you know, like you're bored, instead of doing something unproductive, what I'm doing is I'm working towards a business, and I'm actually making, you know, like quite a bit of commissions off of it that has replaced a part-time job. So really you don't have to commit a ton of time to this, and you actually get to spend more time with your family and with your friends, and you have more time to yourself because you have, you know, this extra money coming in that you wouldn't have normally had just for these cracks. Anyway, my kids are coming back and they're about to get in the car, so I'm going to pass this on to, I think, McKenna. I hope. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to look at it. Like I said, super busy.
Thanks, Liz. I'm actually going to go after Liz today.
Oh, Michelle. Passing it to Michelle.
No worries.
Sorry.
Thanks. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how to get started and the cost of getting started as a coach. One thing I wanted to piggyback off of Liz is, well, one, she did a great job, but also that if you're like me and you work a full-time job, coaching is still completely doable. So again, like Liz says, I spend about an hour every night doing that, and it can be broken up into 20-minute chunks. It could be an hour at a time. But wherever you are in your life, and whether you're working full-time or part-time, or if you're a stay-at-home mom, it's completely doable. So I just wanted to throw that in there. So how to get started. So the first thing, it's really easy to get started as a coach. So you would talk to the person that invited you to this call, or if you already are a Beachbody customer, you would talk to your Beachbody coach, and that's the person who kind of got you started with Beachbody. And the cost to sign up is $39.95 to get started, or you can get it for absolutely free. So to get it for free, you have had to purchase a challenge pack, which a few of you have. So if you've been in a challenge group with the coach, if you've already purchased the challenge pack, they actually waive the cost for you. So that's a great thing, that you wouldn't have to pay the one-time fee. If you haven't purchased a challenge pack, but you want to, because you should, then they will also waive the fee for you once you sign up with your first challenge pack, which is great. And with the challenge pack, it gives you everything you need to get started on your health and fitness journey. So it's a great way to just sign up and be ready to go and to start rolling as a coach. So after the initial sign-up fee, all you have to pay per month is a $15.95 business fee, and is the fee that goes to your website fee that Beachbody manages, that you have full control over. But that's a fee that you pay per month. So at first, when I was thinking about being a coach, I was like, oh, that's $15.95, but I don't have a month to like continue on with the business. Like, that's another 20 going here and another 20 going there. But when the actual reality is, when you're signed up as a coach, you get 25% off every single product, which is amazing. So there is a customer price, and then there is a coach price. And so again, the coach price is 25% off. So let's just take Shakeology, for example. So if you get Shakeology monthly, it costs you $131.95 a month for a 30-day supply of Shakeology. However, if you were a coach, you would only pay $99.46 for your Shakeology, because it's 25% off. So then when you add on your $15.95 business fee that you have to pay per month, that total cost is $115.41. So you're still saving money, even if you just sign up as a coach. Like, if you're saving in 6 months, but that's crazy. Just by signing up, like, even if you don't focus on selling or making a plan, you literally just save money by signing up as a coach, which is awesome. Other great benefits are you are in the first to know about new launches and things coming up. You get all access to things. Like another great thing that we're doing this weekend as coaches is that we're actually all headed to Portland and we get to meet Shaun T. And I don't know if you know who Shaun T is, but he is the creator of T25 and a whole bunch of other workout programs like Size and things like that. He is the real deal, my friends. So we're super pumped that we get to meet him. So those are just some of the benefits of being a coach. But honestly, like one of the biggest selling points for me was that I was saving money by signing up as a coach. So I kind of started out that way as just to save a little bit of money, but then it kind of, which has been really exciting. So I'm going to actually pass it back to McKenna, and she's going to kind of wrap it up and talk a little bit about social media.
Yay! Okay. So wanted to touch really quick and add one more thing to the cost. Something, you guys can hear me, right? Can someone unmute themselves and tell me, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'm like, you guys are all frozen, so I just have frozen pictures of your face. So cool. I want to make sure you hear me. Another thing I want to add on cost. One thing that Beachbody does is if you are active military or an active military spouse or a military widow, you actually don't have to pay that $15.95 a month coach fee as a thank you from Beachbody for your service. So that is something actually really awesome too. So if you are military, it's kind of a no-brainer to go the coach. We call it a discount coach. If you're just wanting the discount, you're not wanting to work the business, that is a great option. So I want to talk about putting yourself out there on social media, because I have a lot of people who say they don't want to share on Facebook, or they don't really post, or I have a lot of people that say, oh, I couldn't share on Facebook like you do, because I am pretty much an open book, but you don't have to share everything. There always are limits. It's what you're comfortable with, but you're sharing your story, you're sharing your journey, and there's something so amazing and so humbling when you have people that reach out to you that either say, I can connect with you so much, I'm going through the same thing, or thank you for sharing about that, I've been struggling with that too. It's a way for people to connect with you and your journey and your story. And I've had so many people say that like my posts are inspiring, they're encouraging, they've, motivated them on their journey. And there's just something so amazing about knowing that you're making a difference, even if you don't realize it, even if they don't purchase from you, you are changing someone's life, which is so amazing. So wanted to share that just about social media platforms and stuff. The really cool thing about Beachbody is if you follow one of us on social media, you'll probably find that something that sets us apart from other companies that we, are direct sales, is we don't share like stock photos. Like we don't share pictures of like Shaun T, with a DVD going, hey, you should buy this. We share our journey and our story, and we're authentic to ourselves. We are all different people and all different journeys. We get to share that and utilize that, which I think is so huge. You don't have to be in a certain mold. You get to be you, which is just huge. Like kind of what Nona talked about. You don't have to be a certain size. You don't have to, have the same story. So that's pretty cool. And then I wanted to wrap up here. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask. If you have typed them in the question bar, I don't see any, but my computer's glitchy. So if there are some, if Michelle or one of you wants to unmute your line and go over questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you.
I don't see any questions in the question box yet, but if you have any questions, feel free to type it, or you can just say it out loud, unmute your microphone, and just say your question out loud.
Yeah, ask away. And if you don't have any right now too, if some come to you later, you can always reach out to your coach who added you or whoever added you to this group, and we can always answer them later. So if you're too afraid to ask it now, or you think about something a little bit later, that's okay too. But I wanted to just give another second in case anybody had a question. So. Don't see any questions. Okay, so I'm going to take that as a no, or not right now, you don't have any questions, which is totally fine. Like I said, reach out to Michelle, Anna, Nona, Liz. If any of them asked you to join me, or if your coach added you to this group and they're not on this call, feel free to reach out to them. We are an open book, and no question is a dumb question. We want to answer your questions. So again, I just really wanted to thank you guys for taking the time tonight, for being patient with me with my technology struggle, for real, guys. So I appreciate you being patient and joining, and I am so excited that you guys all hopped on, and we hope to welcome you guys to our team. You guys have a fabulous evening, and thanks again.
Thank you so much, McKenna.
Yep, bye guys.
Bye. Thanks, McKenna.